Right, hopefully my stream should have started now. I think it has. Just as per usual, playing in the daily Super Blitz arena here on Lead Chess. Let's just check my sound levels. They're fine. Anything around 70. I only need it that high for the little board sounds. For other noises, I turn it a much lower. So my start rating is 21.34, which is actually the highest it's been for a while. So
9,
could
8,
be a struggle this event
7,
to maintain that
6,
rating.
5,
So good
4,
luck everybody.
3, 2,
It's a
1.
strong field. Your first game is against whoever's next to you in the list, and then after that it's a case of who is available at the same time as each other. So 2, 1, 3, 7, good luck. Okay, B4. He's got a few choices here. If you take, you just push up. That's the general idea. I took last time I played this line. I think I'll do it again. I can't remember how I got on now. Obviously, you don't try and keep that. You just give it back. You're just trying to get castled. Maybe get a tempo if he takes, but I think I'll just castle. Keep it simple. Develop the bishop. Okay, now I'll go forward. Try and gain that little bit of space. But I do have a weak centre structure here potentially. Oh, if I go up he takes with a check, but he's got a loose pawn himself. So I can play this a few ways. I can take. I don't think I should. I think I should hit the bishop. He comes down, so again I can take. Can't quite push. Bishop up takes, but then he takes. It's still playable though, I guess. Let's play bishop up. He plays rook across. I guess I can put my bishop on a better square here. The risk is he's got this potential, but then can I take? Not quite. I'm going to risk it though. I'm going to go forward. He just plays up, so can I push? Knight takes, I don't think I can. I'm going to take. So he takes. So again, can I push now? I think I can. He gets the pawn with a check, I can't. I still can't do it. He gets the pawn with a check, still can't. Now I do have knight up here, which could be interesting. It loosens this, but I could sack. Rook take the bishop, but again I've got a weak back rank. I'm going to have to develop the knight and try and come forward, I think. Make sure these are connected. I wanted something like this, but I think it weakens the back rank. Right. Let's play the knight up and hit the queen. So across and hit the queen. Check is covered. Oh, look at the clock, I'm a minute down, wow. So I should really get flagged this game pretty much whatever happens. So knight up, pawn up. Pawn up he just takes, so let's go for it then. Let's play a knight up and maybe rook takes depending on what he does. Actually, knight up becomes playable as well because of this. Takes, takes. Queen up, he just takes, does he? Let's play knight forward, pressure the pawn. It's still a threat. Yeah, he takes himself. So up, knight takes. Let's play queen up. Just gently pressure the pawn. Okay, just sidestep. Takes, knight takes, of course. Let's support the knight in either diagonal. So rook across. I don't think it works. Check takes. No, I mean, I'm completely lost, aren't I? So I might as well play it, but I'm completely lost anyway, just on the clock, so I might as well just try this. But he can move his knight somewhere, can't he? And should be good enough. How on earth I was so far down, though, I do not know. Yeah, that's what he's done. Yeah, I've got nothing. How on earth I'm quite this far down on time, I really don't know. Well, clearly I can't play this game out in 4 seconds. Yeah, just give him that. Well done. How on earth I was quite that far down, I really do not have a clue. Right, 1638, good luck. Now this is where he has a dilemma. He does take. So I'm going to play c5. Slightly unusual move. Mind you, if he takes, I can take here. Yeah, if he takes, the idea is to take. I think it just works out equal. Like, I don't think I actually gain anything. Yeah, he just pushes, so he's allowed me to take there anywhere. But he can just block with a knight. He can't block with a queen because he loses the rook. So he just drops the knight back. That's all he needs to do. So I guess I need to take there. And then just castle. And then just logically drop back. I think I should play pawn up first to fix this. Yeah, he's going to castle now, so I might as well drop this back. But can I develop first? Get the knight up maybe? Right, now I'm coming back, then knight up. He might just go completely all in, let's just see. Plays knight up, so I'll look to trade it. Then I need a square for the bishop, and I want to get this bit safe. Let's just play up, preparing to push. Okay, so throw in a check. Might as well push then and just prepare to push again. Whoa. He's actually threatening a discovered check there, but it's not currently a threat. The pawn supports my queen, so he's not currently threatening to win my queen. So if he takes, I'm safe to take back. And I'm potentially safe to go back or go behind the pawn, should he play a move like this. Nice idea though, very nice idea. Now, do I push and hit the bishop? Cannot take, that is a cataclysmic blunder. Pawn up or pawn up? I'm going to push the pawn. Then just maybe queen back. This is where I've got the choice, in front or behind, but I thought I can always trade the queen. He plays forward, logical. Ah, he's blundered the pawn, hasn't he? He doesn't have a discovered check now. So can't I take it now? Yeah, he no longer has the discovered check on the queen, so I think I'm okay to grab the pawn. So he pushes forward. So I think a sidestep, hit the rook. And now I just need to get a good square for the bishop somewhere. Any of these, depending on what he does. So offer to trade the bishop, hit the queen. I think, if I go there he can take the pawn, so I don't do that. So let's just go here and maybe rook across. Oh, he just didn't see that I was defending the pawn. He just didn't see that I was defending it. Where am I? There I am. Wow, look at that. 11 points already. 4 games already. Very impressive there. 19-10, good luck. Okay, so we can have a Caracan. Let's just vary it a little. Okay, let's take. Right, I'm going to trade that black bishop off, the dark squared bishop. Okay, he's just played h6. So I might as well take, and then where do I want the knight? Let's go here so we have a potential square, but we can always put it here. So drop back. Okay, so he's really launching one now, so I need the knight defending. So let's play it here. Now I might play a rook up and sack the rook for the knight. The one thing I've got though is he hasn't castled, so queen up is maybe playable. Just hit the knight, then maybe look to push. It does let him in though, so it's risky, but pawn up, knight takes, queen across, pawn takes. I'm going to play it, I'm going to risk it. So it takes, I'm going to come over. Oh, he's just pushed, okay. So I could actually counter push here. Lose a queen, but I gain a queen with check. I'm threatening to take if he just ignores everything. If he takes, obviously I take back. Ah, I actually missed queen takes there. Just realised what I did. I had queen takes, knight, a nice lovely tactic, winning a piece. I think I did anyway. Actually no, it wouldn't have worked. I don't think it would have worked. I think that's me being daft. So let's just drop back and get the rook centralised maybe. Maybe pawn up to stop his knight coming in. He brings the other one in. So just to try and stop this. Okay, what's he looking at there? I don't see it. He might be just trying to double his rooks up. I'm going to look to play knight over and challenge this knight. Yeah, that's what he's looking at, doubling the rooks. So knight over to hit the knight. If he doubles up, I can grab the pawn. Then he goes back, I come back, he takes this pawn. Pawn up, at least it simplifies it. He's going all in, he's going really all in. Okay, I'm going to take, and I'm going to offer him the pawn to simplify. He takes, so now can I play f4? I'd like him to take on passant there just to free my rook. Now do I want to push him back? I'm not sure I do. Let's just play rook up. Again, I'm getting a little bit low on the clock, I've got to be careful. He's got the obvious rook down, then I'll play check. And maybe go forward. So you can grab a pawn either side here, but I've got counterplay in the middle. And that's where his king is. So he pushes up, so I can actually take with check and take the rook. That's just a clean blunder. That should just win the game. It's just one of them lapses in concentration. You just mix the moves up. Okay, he's choosing to play on, which he's entitled to do. Might as well push the pawn up. Then rook across potentially, or rook down. Now clearly you can't trade the rook, it's just an easy promotion if he does that. So check and force his king backwards. Whoa, can he come forward there? Well, he has. Let's just push the pawn up. So if he pushes, I can take his rook, otherwise I'm going to take here. So potentially we're getting to a point where I can sack the rooks for rook and pawn, and he's virtually out of time. Yeah, let's just go up and prepare to sack the rook for rook and pawn. Excellent, very good, very good. Very impressive scoring from the players at the front there. 1932, good luck. Okay, so let me take. So we've got to go h5, h4 here, I think. If he takes, oh, he hasn't, he just completely ignored it. Okay, let's take then. Let's play knight forward to hit the pawn. It's actually still quite tricky, this. Still quite tricky. I'm going to take there. So hit the pawn. If he takes, obviously I'll have to take back, but there is still a serious potential threat, so I want to castle queen side. So he's let me take this pawn. Am I missing something? Possibly. Possibly. Give me another one. Now there's a big threat he has to deal with. So he plays rook up, knight takes, king takes, not quite. Hold on, I can play pawn up there, but he can just drop back, can't he? So let's play up and prepare to castle. What have I done there? I'm not sure. Yeah, he plays forward. So my queen is currently pinned. I'm going to play f5 to solidify the knight. Maybe g5 is going to come. But let's just get castled. If he takes, I can take with what? The f-pawn maybe? Just to keep this side a bit more solid. If I go this way though, it frees up my rook. And puts a lot of pressure on him. It keeps this boxed. The bishop's going to get free. Okay, now he's just blundered a rook. So I think pawn up, bishop covers the checks. And I can just play a rook up and just take the bishop, looks clean enough. What's he played? b4. So up. And if pawn down, I can take it. Bishop can drop back, but I'm just going to take that. Let's just take that. So we have takes and check as a threat. It's one of these positions, it should be a win every time, but it's still at amateur level very easy to blunder something. Still easy. Oh, that's disappointing. It says your opponent has just abandoned the game. That's very disappointing, that. You know, couldn't be bothered to just resign, just abandon the game. That's very unsporting. Unless, of course, he had an actual genuine internet issue, which he might well have done. You know, you never know. So I've got a whole 8 points now. That's not bad. 1903, good luck. Okay, let's play Sicilian, but as I always say, for my whole entire playing career, I've played very little e4 openings, so I know very little theory in it. Okay, I think I can check there and just trade something. Oh, I don't think I can take. I don't think it quite works. Let's just castle. No, do I want to go forward or not? I'm just going to take there, I think. Now, do I want to give up the 2 bishops for the 2 knights? That's a question. Let's play rook across. He's played bishop up now. Okay, I'm going to play the other rook across, just to solidify the pawn. Now I think bring the knight back, support the bishop, get it out of that firing line in the middle. And maybe queen up. Yeah, he plays up to hit the pawn, logical, but I think queen up and shuffle one of the rooks over. Right, so threatening to take, take and take, which he's aware of course. So can I play knight back? Not quite. Pawn up? Not quite. So let's just play a holding move and hope I'm not blundering something like this, which I might be. Right, he's gone for the forcing line, so bishop down is playable. Pawn up, knight down. Knight takes, he takes. Yeah, that's not good. Maybe I can take the pawn there. Bishop down looks a move, but I think I'm going to take the pawn. So, do I take and take? I don't really see what I gain from that. So I'm just going to play bishop back. And maybe knight in just to try and stop him pushing the pawn himself. At least for a few moves. And you can see I'm getting down on the clock again. So he played queen over, so knight in, hit the bishop. Right, so he plays bishop down. Okay, so now I can go back and pin this knight and threaten to take it, open his king up. Pre-move in case he takes the knight, I don't think he will. And maybe I should be taking his bishop. Whoa, knight forward, okay. So gain a rook, lose a queen, I don't like that, but I can take here. Take, 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 take. Gain a knight, lose a rook, gain a rook, lose a bishop. Queen over. No, what am I doing? Take the knight first. Take the rook. A queen up, but maybe I'm blundering this, but I thought I could play the knight back. Rook, queen takes, rook takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. Actually, I could take with a queen, couldn't I? But take with a queen, I'm permanently stuck. So I'm going to take with a pawn to solidify the knight. Otherwise, I was permanently stuck defending. Let's play rook up so the knight's free to move. So now we're threatening to take. Up, takes. Yeah, again, I've been far too slow here. Let's drop the knight back and come across. Or maybe even rook up. And I can go back. No, let's play knight across and then rook up if I can. There's always threats of getting the knight in, but yeah. Oops, I thought he was going to repeat there, he hasn't. So he can grab the pawn, I'm going forward, threatening a check. Queen across is a threat. He should flag me here, of course, he should be able to, but let's just see. But queen across threatens to win the bishop and checkmate. Oh, he's missed it, he's just blundered his queen, he just didn't see it. Okay, now if I pin the rook next move, it's cleanly winning, and he's not seen that either. So now this should definitely be winning. trouble is you still have to actually win it, and it's not that easy. Yeah, I'm going to go after his pawns. Oh, why didn't I take the bishop? Take the bishop there and it was certainly a win. I've got check. That's checkmate, is it? Oh, he's got another move. Oh, he's got the bishop covering, I don't believe it. Wow, able to flag him. I made hard work though, didn't I? I made very hard work of that one. Right, 2209 CM. Okay, he's going berserk, so I'll play Sicilian instead of the Macaracan. He goes knight up, okay. Actually, let's pin his knight and threaten to jump in. He might go all in there, he doesn't. Knight in, don't like the look of. Let's play, let's play a holding move to stop his bishop coming down. So take. No, I'm blundering a pawn if I do that. So he takes, I take, he takes, does he? I'm going to risk it though. Bishop takes, he just comes in. This bishop's not trapped there, he's easily got escape squares. Let's just shuffle rook across, hit the pawn. He goes back. So I think I'll bring the knight back to the other side of the board. Again, he's got a pawn, but I've got rook across. He plays up. So let's push the pawn up the board. Gotta be a little careful, Let's go forward though. So it's so incredibly easy to blunder these positions. Let's go up. Ah, just realised what I've given him there. I need to go up and up. I'm in big trouble this game now. Okay, well he's allowed me to play my rook up. Okay, rook across. I don't actually see any good moves. So I'm just trying to take a pawn. He plays queen down. Ooh, there's a potential to get in there. No. Pawn up is a blunder he can take though. Let's take. Oh, I've just blundered the rook. What am I doing? I just had an absolute brainwave and just gave him a free rook. Wow, let's hope that only happens once in this event. I just had a complete brainwave there. 22-20, good luck. Okay, let's go back to the Caracan then after that last game. Okay, knight up and bishop up somewhere. up, so it's time to drop the queen back. Okay, hit the bishop. He'll drop it back, I guess. He does, so knight up. Now, which side do I want to go? I think I'll just stick to king side. Okay, bishop up. Now I've got a choice of queen up or back here. Oh, he's given me a chance to drop the bishop back. Okay, so let's play rook across, preparing to push. Knight in, if I take, he takes and he gets a nice little fork, but otherwise he's hitting my bishop, so I'll drop the bishop back. Right, get the queen out the way, so now I am able to take. Plays up, so rook across. Okay. I'm just getting a bit hemmed down, aren't I? If I take, it's not good. So let's play a pawn up. It's one of these positions where I've managed to get myself so bogged down, I'm struggling to find a way out. Let's play a rook across and try and go forward and pin that knight. Now, do I want to sack a pawn here? Take, take. Let's take. I'm in such a terrible bunker though, aren't I? Terrible. I mean, whatever happens, he's got the pawn anyway. Do I give him the exchange or? Obviously not for the queen. He can possibly even just push there, but then maybe I'll go forward. He's playing this very, very well indeed, though, isn't he? Just completely outplaying me. He can't go there because of the bishop. Okay, rook up, but is it achieving anything? I'm not sure it is. Let's take the knight. Knight in. I'd like him to take with the bishop, of course, just to get rid of his piece that defends there. So now rook up does become a little threat. Potentially bishop up does. Okay. Queen across, maybe back this way. So I really want to play this, of course, which he's now allowed. Yeah, rook up, threatening the pawn. The queen does currently cover it. Let's play check. I think I have to take there, just don't see what else to do. Yeah, I've got nothing, have I? I've got nothing here, I've just got to let him promote. Oh, well, I can't even do that. I'll just give him it. I've just played a poor game there. So you just say, well done, you get on with the next one. So you should never beat yourself up when you lose games, otherwise you just end up tilting and lose to everybody. It's 2274, good luck. Okay, let's play bishop up. Let's just drop back. Okay, let's play knight back. This is where I've got a choice. I'm going to go this way to give myself an option to castle on the queen's side. No, I really don't want to trade there and open that file up. Let's play a knight up. I'm probably still better off castling this side because he's going to launch everything, excuse me. So can I get knight back, support the pawn? Alright, so knight back, then he's going to play f5, and then what do I do? Maybe knight forward and jump in. Yeah, I'm going to play rook across there. I'm going to take away the queenside castling option. I'm going to push the pawn. Whoa, he's really opening it up. Okay, let's take that then. Now I've got the option to take, but after queen over, not got much else, have I? I'm going to play knight across. I don't think it's worth taking there. If I had an extra piece in the attack, maybe the sacrifice becomes tempting. Maybe even a second piece in the attack. Yeah, queen up, logical move. Maybe I can still play a bishop up though, potentially in. But am I just simply putting them on the wrong side of the board? I could be. I mean, if I play knight in, what's it actually doing? That's what I've got to say to myself. And now he hits the knight, so if it goes in, it can't come back. I'm going to play, actually g3 opens all this horror show up, doesn't it? I think I'm going to have to play it. I think it's kind of forced, and then drop the bishop back somewhere. Okay, let's just king sidestep. Pawn up. I mean, I've still got bishop down to hit the rook there. Got to be very careful here because he might get bishop in. Okay, let me take, but he's got this rook. Okay, I'm going to have to do it. He's got a choice of rooks there. He goes for the other one. So I guess we just drop back. Do we go in a dark square? No, I'm going to drop it back to the back rank. Just bring the king across so it's more in its natural position. Okay. Bishop back then. I've just blundered it completely. Takes for the rook. And I can't take back. Wow. I can push and he can push. And it's turned into a slight horror show. Oh, very nice, very nice. I think that's the killer move, isn't it? I've got to go forward. There's no point going backwards. But yeah, this is just a clean loss now. I don't see what I do here. I'm never going to give checkmate with these pieces, am I? Let's push the king forward though. Check. Yeah, I've just got nothing ever. I've got no counterplay, that's the problem. Yeah, just give him that one. Well done, just say again. He just outplayed me. Well played. So I'm on a 50% score, 4 wins and 4 losses. But 4 strong players I've lost against, so nothing wrong with that. Okay, 1952, good luck. Okay, let's play another Sicilian then. Okay, we're going for a French style. It does allow his knight in, that's a slight downside. So I've got to play across, then maybe bishop up and look to take. So try and take, oh he's allowed that, okay. So now I guess I can reroute the knight, I can't take there. Now, do I push? I'm going to play knight up and then I am threatening to push. Okay, so he comes up straight away, so go back, but I've weakened his king's position ever so slightly. He's doing the same with me here, so do I push up first? I think I better had. I can always drop the knight back this way somewhere, because that's where I really want it. Then rook across, just preparing to push, before he gets a knight or a bishop there to block it. So I could still push, he's got to take with a pawn. Let's play knight back though. I want to free up the queen and the knight first. He's just pushed a pawn, okay. So I'm going to play queen up, preparing just to push the pawn. So knight up, preparing to push this pawn as well. Now if I push and he counters, takes, he can't block. So I'm just going to play it. If it's losing, it's losing, but I'd rather just try something. So he just ignores it. Knight across, then he definitely can push. Let's just hit that rook there. Okay, now I'm going to take. Now calmly drop back. If he takes, I'm going to go for this file. And again, I'm getting slow on the clock though, aren't I? That's annoying, annoying. Let's play knight out wide, and maybe queen across becomes a threat. He can just play a rook back and I'll trade. Again, I've got to start watching the clock a bit better. So there's a check threat. So he plays up. So let's just put the rook forward. Knight up is a threat to hit the queen actually, and then I'm hitting this pawn. Now he's actually allowed that. The queen has to guard the bishop or he loses the bishop, but he's going to lose this pawn. So which knight do I go with? That one threatens check. I'm going to go with this one. I'm threatening to push the pawn and bring the queen in now. So this is looking very promising now. Can I just push again there? Pawn up, just push. Threatening to queen. So we're threatening check in the corner. So check. And I've got to check this way, have I? Okay, rook across threatening check. I've still got 40 seconds. So check, pressure on the knight. Ooh, is he really doing that? Let's play pawn up and bring the king up. Then the rook round looks like it's checkmate. He's got to keep everything coordinated. So queen up. Threatening a discovered check now as well, and the other knight's protected. Wow, this is actually quite tricky. But that's what I'm looking for. Queen is supported there. This has to be over, surely. It is, finally. Finally, but wasn't it tricky? So back to a +1 score, very good. Well, 969, good luck. Okay, let's go d5. Play pawn up. And knight up if he checks. Okay, he doesn't, so I'll just castle. Okay. Now I could get a tempo and push up there, otherwise I'm going to lose this pawn, aren't I? So let's take. Okay, let's get a tempo and get the knight forward, hitting the queen, and then maybe push the pawn. He just goes back, keeps it simple. Actually, bishop down, he's got knight across. But then you get knight in. Oh, yeah. No, he's got bishop over. Let's just push the pawn. And then maybe knight up next move. He's probably going to play this. He plays the queen out. Okay, I guess I've got to play up there, right? And then knight up. So we're threatening to take the knight. He doesn't mind that. So double-edged, double-edged, double-edged. Can I take? I'm going to take that even though it's a really seriously risky move. I really should drop the bishop back as well so he can't take it with the rook. Oh, again, I'm 30 seconds down already. 30 seconds down. Okay, let's challenge this pawn. But it's such a risk allowing this, but I think it's a risk worth taking for now while I try and simplify. Is it even worth that? If I take and he takes, he gets his bishop out. Right, now I've got to drop the bishop back so the knight can potentially move. Oh, he just takes it, but he's given me a lovely bishop in the middle now with pressure here. So now we want to try and get the queen this side. I think that was a mistake, but it's a long, long way off proving it. But pawn up there, and instead of taking, I would push here. Obviously, if he takes, I'm going to take back, but if he doesn't, I'm going to push it. I don't want to take there, so he has let me push it. Just trying to keep his bishop a bit boxed in. It makes it easier to swing round. Right, so that's where we're going now. We're going this side. So he might even sack here. Because I'm threatening checkmate, so he's got an initial threat to deal with. He can easily deal with it. He can push, he can sack, he goes back. So pawn up, if he pushes, takes, take. I don't like the look of that. Is it worth opening this up? I'm going to, because if he takes, I can take, and he can't take back because of the checkmate threat. So I'll pre-move to take back and double the rooks up. Otherwise I could potentially play f5 or take. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to take. Oh, he's blundered. He can't take back again because it's checkmate. It's checkmate, it's... Yep. Just a horrible blunder there. But a good win. 21-33, good luck. You can see we have a lot of games, 9.5 to 8.5. Well, look at how they alternate there. Look at how they alternate. Well, let's just play bishop up. Okay, let's take the bishop. Let's take again. Right, knight up preparing c4. Let's play c4. Let's take. He'll probably take with a knight, I guess, there. Let's just see. I'll play a3 if he does. Yeah, he does. Right, so rook across, just to get onto a half-open file. Knight forward, knight in, and we take and take. Or I've got knight across. Let's play queen up and just hit the pawn. Knight up can hit the queen, but it doesn't really threaten anything. It doesn't threaten a thing, I don't think. Knight across looks logical. Maybe he might try and go all in. But knight over allows him to push his own knight in. So I'm just going to play rook across for now. Knight in, take. Knight in, so take. Okay, so queen back, f4, queen back. Just giving him tempo. Not actually that easy. So I'm going to play rook forward and prepare a possible sacrifice if he launches. Again, it could be a pile of garbage, of course. No, I don't want to push there. Let's double the rooks. Hold on, let's drop back and let's tempt f4 and then we can pin. Oh, he's giving me the pawn. So does he want to play pawn up? Takes. Pawn up. My knight's pinned. Yeah, I guess he does. So let's play rook back, hit the pawn, and if he pushes he's got a weak pawn. Again, I'm 30 seconds down though. 30 seconds down, not so good, not so good. So I have to play it back and my knight is actually trapped here. So he's gone for it. So can I win a second pawn? I can. So let's take. But of course I've got a permanent problem with the f2 square now. Actually no, my gut feeling is to simplify there. Might be wrong, but that's just my gut feeling. Let's drop back. Pawn up maybe. Yeah, I just missed a pawn again, didn't I? I could have just taken the nice centre pawn. But at least I'm going to get the queen in, hopefully. Let's try and be a nuisance. Give the king a square. So he's gone back. So check. Nothing hangs. Oh, hold on. My queen hangs. What am I doing? Again, I nearly dropped the queen just like that previous game. Very nearly just dropped the queen. But I want to play a move like h3 to give the king a square. Maybe even h4. Well, let's go this way. I do not see what on earth I do though. h3. Yeah, let's play it back. If he takes there, I can take. He goes back. I can maybe pin the rook there and hit the pawn again. Okay, that's annoying. Yeah, look at the clock though, I'm just too slow every game. When it matters, I'm just too slow. So I can go up and maybe pin the knight. Yeah, I blundered there. Yeah, I just couldn't play it quick enough, could I? You could see that coming. Well done. But I'm still on a +1 score, I think, so that's very good. Right, 2012, good luck. Let's just stick to normal. Okay, pin. Okay, I think E5 there. Where's the tempo? Because I've moved the pawn twice. Now, do I sack a pawn there? He goes back. Play knight up. So potentially sacking a pawn here. Yeah, putting myself into a slight predicament. Mind you, maybe I can play up and get the bishop active. Get the rook active. And maybe at some point the knight across. Okay, so break that pin with the queen, even though it's pinned to the rook. I think knight up. Again, maybe I should have just grabbed the pawn, but I could have seen the queen getting trapped there. But I'm threatening to take the pawn here, potentially. Wow, so he has let me actually threaten to take there. So trade the rook. But why can't I just take this now? Maybe it doesn't really matter because my own e-pawn is going to fall as well, isn't it? It's just going to fall. He could even take it now, and he has. He has. So knight back, knight back. Actually, yeah, knight back because there's a pin on the queen there. So I'm threatening to take the knight. Bishop can't move. So I guess he's got rook across. I think that saves him. Bishop takes, queen takes, and I can't take. So rook across. Oh, can he play that? Can't I just take the knight? If his bishop moves, I'll take the queen with the queen. Oh, is he really getting away with this? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Well, let's go to f4. He might take the knight there. So I could be losing a pawn out of this, but I've busted his king wide open. So rook across to get it on the attacking file. There's a queen check playable. If he goes back, there's a pawn loose. But I've got time here, so how do I get there? Check. Check, he goes to the corner. How do I get there? I think I'm going to play... He's got a pin on my rook, hasn't he? That's annoying. So I'm going to go check first and then knight over to cover this square. And you then maybe he gets queen down and he hits this, so he's gone back. So knight across, queen down. Yeah, not so good, not so good, not so good. I'm going to risk it, I'm going to risk it. Queen down, I'm just going to play somewhere to try not to trade. That's what he's gone for. Man, I'm going to have to, aren't I? Can I go here? Oh, I blundered again. I don't believe it. I've just blundered the whole game away for no good reason. Wow, completely in control and I've just blundered it away. That is unforgivable to blunder like that. Unforgivable. Right, c4, take, develop, queen up. Ooh, whoa, 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 that's not a good move. Okay, e4. So knight up, he's got to play e6. Yeah, knight up to hit the bishop I think is good there. Bishop comes up, so I've got bishop up, I've got check. I think bishop up is fine, because we're still threatening. Whoa, that doesn't feel right. d4, queen takes. Have I just got knight takes? I'm looking at knight takes, bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop takes. I think I can play knight takes. If he takes the bishop, I take the queen with a check. So he just blundered it. Yeah, I thought that didn't feel right. Not very often I win games quickly because I don't go in for adventurous openings. Let's play c4 again. So e3, b4, standard ready opening. Okay, so I'll take again. This time I'm going to develop the bishop early. I normally play a bishop up to just prepare castling. And now if I move the knight, there's a potential threat here. So knight in, knight takes, pawn takes. Let's go forward and look to take, and he's probably going to have to drop back. Oh, he allows me to play it. Okay. So now I've got knight back to hit the bishop. He's going to have to go back anywhere. Then I can try and get some centre space. Oh, he's just blundered it. He just hasn't seen it. He just hasn't seen it. So knight up surely. d4 is playable. But knight up so that I connect the back rank. Just drop the knight back. Get the bishop on there. Get d4 in. If the knight moves, you take the bishop. And get the queen up maybe. Gain a pawn, lose a queen, gain a queen. Gain a pawn, knight takes is not good. So I'm going to push there. So he plays knight forward. So hit the knight again, but there is a tactic here. I have seen it. Rook across and bishop back. I really should have played e4, shouldn't I, to stop him playing e4 himself. I'll play that now. Just to stop him pushing his own e-pawn. Now what do I do? What do I do? I'm going to play knight up and hit the pawn. It kind of stops his own knight running out as well. So I can grab the pawn. I might as well, I don't see why not. Come back. Then at some point I'm going to push this pawn. Just got to be aware there's a threat there. So that's what he's going for. So king across, so I've got the option to play rook over. Now do I push now? Do I push? Don't see what I gain. I can't take a blunder checkmate. Okay, let's just play rook back and then pawn up, I guess. And then bishop up looks strong, getting the bishop in. Okay, I can just trade there. If I get the queen off, I'm cleanly winning. If his bishop drops back, I can put the bishop on f5. Or I've got a tempo to play a different move. Whoa, no, I didn't expect that. I can still take there. I'll go with a pawn. It's got to be the bishop. Okay, so knight in. Not quite yet. Pawn up is playable. I'm just going to play queen up. If I went there, he had this, so... yeah, rook across. He might be looking at a sack, but right now it's covered. Ah, it's a check. I get rid of his queen because it's a check. So I'm threatening check here. Check takes. Yeah, I can check, then I can take back. I've blundered, I don't believe it. Have I blundered? I thought I'd blundered my rook there. No, I have played it correctly. I thought I'd blundered my rook there. He just resigned, so it's a very good win. So I think I'm on a +2 now. 8 wins and 6 losses, which is very, very good. It's always hard to score 50% in these events. 22.91, good luck. Okay, he's gone berserk. Let's play something different, just for the fun of playing something different. Okay, c5 and take if he takes, which he does. Now, does he take here? That's his dilemma. He goes there, so queen up. Okay, comes in. So do I give him the exchange? Ooh. There's a threat, 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 and threat. There is a monster threat that I've missed there, so I've got to play f5. And it's just losing on the spot now. Yeah, this is hopeless, isn't it? I've blundered this one shockingly badly. Okay, I guess I'd check and play a knight up there, but just kind of going through the motions now. Rook over. I don't even see any way to get my pieces forward. Maybe knight up hit the rook. But I'm allowing this now, aren't I? So, yeah, he's clearly a strong player, this one. He's gone back. I guess I can hit the rook again, threaten a check potentially. But it's not really a threat though, is it? Comes forward, check takes, I take. Okay, let's just go behind the pawn. So hit the 2 pieces. So I've got to take. King up and hit the pawn. But if his rook wanders off, I get a check. So surely I can take. So knight check isn't on, but knight check there is on. I've got queen takes. Ooh, I nearly played that, I don't have it. Knight check, knight takes isn't on. Still awkward this. Hold on, what's wrong with rook up there? Just threatening checkmate. So I have to play upright. I have to drop back there, otherwise he's covered the mate threat. Wow, he's done terrifically well, hasn't he? I do not see a good move again. Wow, managed to flag him. Managed to flag him. Wow. I only played them last few moves because I was aware of the clock. But that's the risk of going berserk, of course. So clearly a stronger player than me. Equal time he would have, chances that he would have comfortably won that game. 9 wins, 6 losses I think. 2-1-8-3, good luck. Okay, I'm going to go G3 this time. I don't want to play another Sicilian. Let's play a knight up. So E4. Plays up, so D3. And then just drop the bishop back somewhere if he plays F6 or... yeah, let's come back, hit the pawn. And maybe queen across. Ooh, is he giving me a diagonal? Not quite. Okay, let's play H4. Rook across maybe again, not quite. Pawn up isn't quite playable. Knight up I don't want. Knight down. Yeah, let's play knight down. Maybe bishop to F4 here. I'm going to play rook across to support the knight. Both knights are now supported. If this one moves, there's pressure on the diagonal. Like maybe knight back. Yeah, so knight back to hit the bishop. If he takes, I can take. He takes, I take. Or if he takes, I take with a queen, but then he can push. If he takes, I take. He takes that way, doesn't he? So that's no good. So I've got to take there. Okay, so I guess just drop the rook back, and if he takes, I'll take. I've just wasted a tempo, that's all, but otherwise I can drop the bishop back or forward. Okay, option to take, or pawn up. I think pawn up looks pretty forced. Again, if he takes, I'm going to take. Ooh, 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 if he takes, I have to take with the pawn, otherwise he had a fork. Very nicely worked. Oh, I don't believe it. I just didn't see it, I just didn't see it. Wow. Again, that's just concentration, isn't it? Concentration. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 7 I think I am. 2042, good luck. Right, so let's try another Sicilian. Okay, I think D3 is playable there. Well done, I think. Pawn up and then knight up. He can easily challenge the queen, of course. He just plays up and we trade queens, so it's no serious threat, it's just an inconvenience. He's doing the right thing though, he's using his time. So he's played bishop back, okay. So I guess I just drop the queen right back. So he's played up, so knight up becomes a move. So we'll play knight up. Okay, we'll take. I'm just going to develop the knight and put it on one of these squares, probably this one, just to be on the king's side, and then we're preparing to maybe push. Okay, just bishop up, again preparing to push and sack if he plays h4. Oh, he wants to blast it open, okay. Can I go h5? I don't think so. I think I have to take there. So just castle. Right, I'm going to play queen up there. Potentially to play across, but I'm getting undeveloped now. He's got castles and he's developed, so a little tricky, but bishop up and I can maybe trade here. So he can't play this, I just take, so I can take on here now. Now, do I want to? Because I'm well up on the clock, so I could go h5 instead. But I think it makes sense to take and split his pawns. So I'll play h5, he won't take though. But now I've got the problem of getting developed. How do I get this bishop out? I guess I've got to go here, right? Let's play up so the bishop's got a path. Yeah, let's just develop the bishop. Now develop the rook. Just to gently pressure the pawn. Maybe play rook to c4. Plays across. So I can push, I can take. Bishop up, he just moves his rook. So I'm going to play rook up and then maybe rook across. And just try and double up pressure that pawn. Wow, I'm going to take that one first. And that one. Now is he going really all in? He is. So knight up, he can go back but not forward, but then if a knight goes forward it's stuck, isn't it? It looks stuck. So let's play a bishop forward. Then we're still looking at playing rook across. Okay, so he's allowed the knight over. Yeah, I've got to go this side. He'll get bishop back. And maybe just pawn up. Maybe knight down actually to hit the bishop if he plays it back. Just knight down, hit the bishop. So we're threatening to take and still win a pawn. So just take and grab the pawn. Okay, so that pawn is a problem. And I don't see how to go after that, so I'm going to just gently go across. Because I don't see how I'm necessarily stopping this. For some reason I thought I had that covered and I haven't. So let's play rook over. If I stop his pawns then I'm winning. But it's an if, a big if. Ah, maybe g6 is playable, or maybe g6 is the move I need. Yeah, he couldn't see a move, so it's a good win. (1983), good luck. Classic position in Naretta. You meet c6 with b3 and e6 with g3, and you tend to fee and kettle both bishops. Then you get the choice d3 or d4 as to what you want to do with your knight. I'm going to go this way. Now I'm going to take with a pawn there. Okay, I'm just going to give my knight a square so it can drop back. Now knight up is playable. He might just trade and then go all in, of course. So he offers to trade one of the knights, so I will, and I'll play up and trade the other. Then I'll just drop the bishop back where it was. Bishop h3, rook e1 looks fine, but it's still a little bit risky, so I think I'd rather trade. And maybe just gently push forward. But gotta be careful. Queen up allows rook to come across, because I really want to play this at some point. Then maybe pawn up to get the bishop on this diagonal. Not easy, not easy. Oh, he offers to trade the bishop. but I get a fixed pawn, so up. Yeah, let's play rook across, let him do the taking, because I really want to get these pawns in the middle. So now I can kind of force it with pawn up, but if he takes, I don't like the look of that. Yeah, I think this is the less risky of the two ways, even though it's seriously risky. Up, takes. Let's play king back and then prepare to push. Okay, I thought I could just push here, you know. If he pins, I can just play the other rook across, I think. Right, goes to the other side so I can take the rook, or I can double up. So rook across if he takes, queen takes, check, king up if he takes, it takes. I don't like the look really of any of it. But obviously I've got to get my pieces on active squares. He actually had a free pawn there, he didn't take it. So let's play queen up. He's playing very, very well here though. I'm struggling this game. This is going to be a real serious struggle to hold this one. Okay, so he's given me check up, he takes, I take, it's an imbalance. I don't like the look of that, so I'm going forward. Whichever way he goes, I've got the option to counter defend. So let's just defend it for now. Okay, so push the pawn that I'm not defending. Now we've got a choice to make. Do we go after these and try and win a race? So check. Where does he go? Let's throw in a check. Okay, I've actually got rook up here, haven't I? Now this is where he's got the choice to make. Does he want to play for a draw? Does he want to go all in for the win? He goes for the win. So forward or back? Actually, I think going forward looks okay. It's risky though, but it just feels better to go forward than back. Pawn up. I think rook across. If he comes up, I can obviously take, and take, so there's no immediate mate threat. But again, I'm low on time. I'm going to have to just focus. So he goes back. So check and... Oh, I might have blundered here. He can go forward there. He should have gone forward there. I actually blundered. Blundered it completely. Wow, I said I should focus and I've just thrown it all the way. As you do. But if he pushes, I've actually got a pawn I can push. Not necessarily cleanly, but I can push it. But now I am threatening to grab this side. Yeah, I've just made a mess of this, haven't I? Made what we call a mess. Whoa. Wow, I did it on the last move, Wow, managed to do it. Poof. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. There's only 4 minutes left, so I won't fit in another game. So I think I've done very well there. My rating is about the same as it was at the start. Yeah, I performed at 21.52, so I think my rating has gone up slightly from what it was at the start. 11 wins, 18 games, so 7 losses. 7 losses, and at the time I stopped, I'm 84th out of 2258. So that's very, very good indeed. So I might as well, actually no, I'll just stop it here. I can update the result as to where I finish overall when I actually update it on the sites. But like you can see, I'm 84th place at the time I'm actually stopping. So thank you very much to anybody who's seen this. I'll hopefully be back tomorrow.